everybody. So today I am going to show you guys how to put on braided line onto a spinning reel. This is the Megatron Cast King reel. It's got a bait feeder. It's a 4000. I'm putting 40-pound Power Pro on there. This rod is a Babel rod. This company is awesome, made in the USA. It's a Real Animals. If you don't know who Real Animals are, you should really go check them out. Mike Anderson, he does a lot of local fishing, and he came up with this rod, 711. This thing casts a mile. So I'm gonna set this up for red, snook, trout, 40-pound line. I'm going to show you how to do that. First thing you want to do, you need to feed the line through all the guides. This is a long rod, so we're going to do that right now. So to string the rod, you want to start from the very tip. There's the end. Put through the guides. And the main reason is you want this part tied to that reel down there. And of course Callie's here watching everything. So I'm gonna put this string through all these guides and then I'll show you how to tie it on. One thing I want to add is when you're putting line on, make sure that it is coming off the spool, because that's gonna help with twists and stuff. So make sure it's coming off that way. It'll just, in the long run, you'll have a nicer cast. It just helps. Okay, so with this spinning reel, there is a rubber strip here in the middle of the reel of the spool. There are other companies like Penn, they have reels with that. They're good. They're actually made for braid. A lot of people are using braid a lot for saltwater and bass fishing. Usually before they came up with this or added that feature, they would have to back their reels with mono to help with slippage. Okay, so we're gonna take this line and we're gonna string it around the bail. This is the bail, because you want that to sit like that, because that's going to go up through the guides, the main line. And then this part is what's going to go around the reel. So you want to make a loop. I'll just grab it like this and tie it once, and then around again. That's going to be a slip knot. So we got this loop here, right here. I'm going to double it around my reel, and I only do this with braid. there's a double loop. Then also, I'm going to tie a knot on the tag end so it doesn't slip. So I'm going to tie a knot in here like that, little knot. And then I'm going to try to center this on this rubber centerpiece. So I kind of get it on there. And then I'm going to try to take my nail and kind of get it in the center. Then I'm going to pull. And tighten. So pull and tighten. It takes patience, but once you get it centered, hold it with one hand and then pull on it. And you see that other piece is going to come down, that other knot. It's going to stop. And just make sure it tightens down. And then after that, you'll be ready to reel it in. So now we got it tightened on there. Let's reel this up. This is on there pretty tight. So I am going to trim this tag end. Now we're going to reel this up. So what I usually do when I don't have anybody to kind of hold the spool of line, I will actually set up a laundry basket and pack the spool in the laundry basket to help with some resistance. So when I'm reeling it on, you want the line to be tight. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So we got our spool here. I'm going to put it in the basket and show you how I do it when I don't have somebody to hold it for me. I got the spool kind of tucked in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some towels. And I'm just going to put the towels around the spool and pack it in here. Just all the way around. And you see the line sticking out. So it's going to give resistance when I'm reeling in. And it's not going to move. It just, if you don't want to buy one of those spooling things for $30, $60, I don't even know how much they are. Just, you know, use what you got, right? This is going to be hard to show, but if you look at the tip of the rod, it's bent. That's how much resistance is in there with the towels being packed. And then I started reeling, so the line's looking pretty good, nice and tight. So I'm going to continue with the reeling it up, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Alright, so we have it all spooled up. So after you get your line on, you want to make sure you don't over spool it. There's this lip here. You want to just be right under that lip where my nail is, because it can cause problems when you're casting. And so it's pretty much at max right here, and also on the other side. Check. You don't want it to be hanging over this part here. So we're good. There's a lip there too. So this is perfect right now. So we are all good to go. Got the Power Pro on there, braided line. Got the rubber strip in there for so it's straight braid. So if you guys have any questions about spooling up your reels with braid or mono, don't be afraid to, put some comments down, ask me, send me a message. Always here to help. I hope you guys have a good one, and I hope you get out there and get reeling.